Alex was a solitary man, living in a small, dimly lit apartment. His life was monotonous and filled with a sense of deep loneliness. He spent his evenings sitting at the table, surrounded by memories of a life that once held promise, but had dwindled into isolation. One evening, while browsing through an old antique shop, Alex stumbled upon a beautiful but unsettling mirror. Its ornate frame and slightly fogged glass drew him in. He purchased it, feeling inexplicably drawn to its dark allure. When Alex hung the mirror in his apartment, he noticed something peculiar. His reflection seemed slightly off, as if the mirror held a hidden depth. The distortions were subtle but disturbing, like a shadow lurking just out of sight. As days went by, Alex began to notice more disturbing changes. His reflection started to display emotions that didn't match his own, mocking smiles, angry glares, and expressions of deep sadness. The mirror seemed to reflect not just his appearance, but his inner turmoil and fears. One night, as Alex stared into the mirror, the surface began to ripple like disturbed water. To his horror, the reflection of himself reached out with a malevolent grin, its hand pressing against the glass as if trying to escape. Alex's terror grew as he felt a cold, invisible hand press against his own. The mirror seemed to drain Alex's vitality. His reflection grew increasingly ghastly. Skin turned pale, eyes hollow, and a skeletal frame. Alex's own physical and mental state deteriorated. He became gaunt and withdrawn, haunted by the horrifying changes he saw in the mirror. In a desperate attempt to rid himself of the mirror's curse, Alex swung a heavy object at it. The mirror shattered into countless shards, but as it broke, a chilling wail filled the apartment. The shattered pieces seemed to whisper and moan as if they were alive. The mirror was gone, but its effect lingered. Alex sat amidst the shards of glass, his mind fractured and haunted. The shadow of the mirror seemed to cling to him, a reminder of the darkness that had once stared back at him. The terror of his reflection never truly left him. Years later, a new tenant moved into Alex's apartment. Among his belongings was the broken mirror, now wrapped carefully in a dusty cloth. As the tenant glanced into the fragments, a dark figure flickered in the reflection. A dark figure flickered in the reflection, a haunting reminder that some curses never truly end.